Hmm. Hello. Good day. ASMR Dad Bod here with a sporadic, not necessarily related to anything, music video. Not in the sense of a music video, but a video about music. Anyway, lately I've been thinking about the verbal counting of music. And in particular, the counting of 16th notes. Now, I was taught a certain way from probably junior high through high school onwards. And I've always used that method, that verbal method, which I will demonstrate shortly. But there's essentially two verbal methods. And I'm going to demonstrate one that is perhaps the most common. And that is the counting 16th. Now, first what I'll do is break down one measure of music in 4/4 time. And a time signature of 4/4 means that there's 4 beats to a measure and a quarter note receives 1 beat. So in one measure of 4/4, you have 4 quarter notes, 4 notes. Now here I have an online metronome set up on my laptop, and it's set to 90 beats per minute, which is a fairly common tempo. Maybe slower than the average. I know that in most popular music, the beats per minute is probably about 120 beats a minute. It's considerably faster. But for the intents and purposes of this video, since it is verbal and easier to pronounce at this tempo, I'm going to do 90 beats per minute. I'm going to start the metronome. Okay, now if I count off in quarter notes, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if I subdivide that into 8th notes, that means there would be 8 eighth notes in one measure. And that I would verbalize as 3, 1, N2, N3, N4, N1, N2, N3, N4, N1, N2, N3, N4, N1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we get a little more granular and want to use 16th notes, so that would be 16 16th notes in one measure. What I've heard people use is 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. Now, some schools of thought feel that the 1E and a 2E and is not good because when people say 1E and a 2E, they tend to emphasize the 1E, the ni, or the 2, that it's not even. So rather than 1E and a 2E, they do 1 dot and a 2 dot. So it'd be 1 to and a 2 to and a 3 to and a 4 to and a 1 to and a 2 to and a 3 to and a 4 to and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 to and a 2 to and a 3 to and a 4 to and a 1. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. Not really much difference. In fact, somebody online I respect very highly, Rick Beato, I've heard use 1E and a 2E and E, so if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. Although I was taught with the 1 to and a 2 to and a 1 to and a 2 to is much crisper and more even. 1 to and a 2 to and a 1 to and a 2 to and a 1 to and a 2 to and a 3 to and a 4 to and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and a 2 to and a. So, whatever. You may have an entirely different way of counting 16th notes, which I have not yet heard. I'd be interested in hearing about it. Post a comment below. Post a comment below. Isn't that what everybody says? Yeah, post a comment in below. But to quote one of my favorite ASMR artists, GB, he said, "Do not get caught in the comment section of life." And with that, I will stop.